Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello. Let us bring the bass in.
Oh, I like that bass.
That is very nice bass. Now, ladies and gentlemen, do you like that bass? I think that bass is great. I think that bass is great when it's blasting in your face. Do you like your face? I really like your face. If I could see your face, I think I would like it, but I can't see your face because we're on the radio. Yes, we are on the radio, broadcasting to you live if you drive or give a high five. Football is a Sport is the show that we are doing right now, so you should listen and we will take a bow.
Football is a sport.
Football is a sport.
Football is a sport.
Football is a sport.
I said football is a sport.
Football is a sport.
Did you know that football is a sport?
Football! Suck it to me, brother.
We're here, and we're dropping these nice beats. We are here, like we are, every single week. We're gonna give you the facts that you need to know. We're gonna teach you some things on our show. Like, did you know that football is a sport? You may have heard that. You may have heard that before. But we'll tell you that several more times before the night is through. Cause that's the only thing that we know how to do on Football is a Sport.
Football is a sport?
Football is a sport.
There's itchiness between my thighs.
Football is a sport.
Do you have any cream?
I have football is a sport.
Well, that'll do for now. I wish I had cream right now to remedy the itching in my thighs. But as time passes by, and I just wonder why, I'm just here sitting here thinking about my thighs. But guys and gals, we are all pals, and we will get through it because I know that we can do it. Because on Football is a Sport, we work together even in the worst of weather. We will become better people and, waffle? Waffle doesn't rhyme with people. Can you give me a rhyme for people?
Steeple.
Steeple.
Sheeple.
We will be better people because we're in a steeple? No, that doesn't quite fit.
That kind of works.
All right. We will be better people because we are in a steeple. We will be better people because we are in a steeple. We will be better people because we are in a steeple. We will be better people because we are in a steeple. And
football is a sport.
Football is a sport.
Football is a sport.
Football is a sport. And
okay, back to this other beat. That is the beat that you know cannot be beat. Here on Football Tonight, we've got a great program on Football Tonight. We're gonna sing some songs. That wasn't a rhyme, but that's okay.
It's okay. Do you want a rhyme?
No.
No, we're just going to leave it as not a rhyme.
No more rhyming.
Football is a Sport is breaking ground, ladies and gentlemen. We do not need rhymes for our raps.
We are branching out into a much more avant-garde form of rap that does not require any rhyming whatsoever.
Let me try.
Okay.
I went to the store. I bought a loaf of bread.
Good.
I put the loaf of bread
That was kind of like a rhyme.
on my face.
There we go.
And it was put in its cart.
Good.
Because I brought a cart to the grocery store.
Good.
And I went to the checkout line and I purchased all of my groceries.
Good. Not only was that an excellent avant-garde rap, it was also a great story.
Oh, thank you. Do you have a story to tell me?
I do have a story. This one time, I went to the park and I saw a dog and it went meow because it was a toad.
Wow.
Yep.
amazing. A dog that was a toad.
Yes.
Like, seriously. How does that work? How do you have a dog and then it becomes a toad?
So I've been doing some research recently. Well, first of all, hello, listeners.
Hello,
welcome to Football's a Sport. I hope you enjoyed our avant-garde intro there. I, as always, am 2 Science Jones.
And my name is DJnus.
Yes, DJnus, my co-host. As I was saying, I've been doing some research into some various biological fields recently, and one of the experiments that I've been working on for quite some time is well, let me back up. I had a pet dog whose name was Mon.
Mon, yes.
Mon was his name. He was named after a Pokemon, minus the pocket part.
Oh, he was just the Mon. I see.
Yeah, he's a monster, but short for monster is Mon. Anyway, I had this dog, but he wasn't very interesting. He kind of just lounged about all day, didn't ever really do anything. I couldn't teach him any tricks because he was kind of old, and they say that old dogs don't know any tricks. So I decided that I would change him and use him in my experiments. And so I had been doing some reading on genetic manipulation, and so I ordered online a gene splicer.
Oh, wow.
And so I took some...
quick question. Where did you order it from?
From Amazon.com.
The only place to order it,
yes,
of course.
Great company. Lots of great products. You can buy them online.
Thank you to Amazon.com.
Thank you, Amazon. So I went to Amazon.com, and I was in their genetics section, and I got myself a gene splicer for very cheap. It was slightly used, but it was only $39.95 plus shipping, which was like another $5.
Oh, yes.
Of course.
You need to become a Prime member.
I do. I should, really. But it was sort of like through another seller, through Amazon, so I don't know if Prime covers that.
Understandable.
But gene splicers are pretty heavy, so it was only coming... it was actually coming from a town near Pittsburgh, but the shipping was like $5 for this gene splicer. And so I got it, and it came in a huge box, like, those refrigerator boxes that are for refrigerators. It was sort of like 2 of those next to each other, but one solid box. So I took the gene splicer out, I set it up, which was a excruciating process. The instructions were all in Korean, and I don't know Korean, but they were like pictures, and so I was able to kind of go along with my wrench and my other tools and such, and I think I got it to work because I was eventually able to splice Mon's genes into that of a toad. And I also was able to splice in some cat genes to make him meow, as I also alluded to in my...
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That sounds like a very complex operation.
It was very complicated, and afterwards, the splicer started to smoke, which tells me that I maybe did an okay job setting it up, but not a great job because it started to smoke and like spark. And
what? Also, what is a splicer doing smoking? Doesn't it know it is terrible for its health?
I don't know. I tried to talk it down, and to make it stop, but it
just absolutely terrible.
It kept going.
Do you remember? Do you remember when we first met and there were kids smoking cigarettes?
I do remember that. Just eating cigarettes.
They were eating cigarettes, and they were standing around. What were they doing on our college campus?
We never found out.
And I am feeling nostalgic, thinking. Having you talk about your dog makes me think of my dog, Don.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you had that dog.
And if Don ever meowed, I don't know what I would think, even if I had intentionally brought it on. I think I would just be so perplexed. I would just have to be disciplining him, or at least calling him to his place and saying, Don. And he would say something like, Raggy, it's gross, Raggy. and I would say, Don, and he would eventually settle down and dispose of my pants.
Wow, that was a twist ending there. That wasn't what I was expecting that to go.
No.
Do you still stay in touch with Don at all?
I have not talked to my family.
Your family, any of them?
Any of them, Don, my family, really since since I left the house.
Wow.
I did receive the occasional postcard, but really that was only the main form of communication.
Yeah.
That they're busy, I believe, having fun without me, doing what parents do once their kids are out of the house.
Wow. Just having fun. There's no fun to be had with you around, I guess.
I guess so. Occasionally I'll get a postcard that says, Dear G. Janus, love your mother.
Oh, that's nice.
And,
so you do still hear from her sometimes, then?
Yes. Well, I get little postcards, but that's the only form of communication. But we haven't talked in a long time.
Wow. Have you tried contacting them?
I guess I have a couple times, but usually it goes straight to the answering machine, and I expect it to go to the answering machine because my parents are now busy doing things that they could not do while I was in the house.
Of course. Just constantly busy.
Constantly busy, just constantly doing the work that they need to do, having their time without children.
Yeah.
It is very... It seems like a very nice existence.
Well, and having free time is important, whether you're a parent or a child or a brother or sister or an orphan.
Oh, I would say so. I would absolutely agree.
No matter who you are, it's important to have some time to do things just on your own.
Yes.
Just have some alone time, and maybe that alone time can be had with a spouse or with some friend or something.
With my Crockers.
With your Crockers or with Broderick.
Yes, or with Broderick. I wouldn't say we are alone in the literal sense of the word.
No, but it fills sort of the same purpose. It's just time to unwind and relax, either by yourself or with a close loved one.
Well, sometimes Broderick tells me to relax. Sometimes he grabs me with a clenched fist and calls me daddy.
Wow. That is an extreme form of sexual exploration.
Absolutely. There's a lot of clenching involved. Sometimes there's a little bit of blood and spit. Sometimes the blood mixes with the spit, and we get all the fun fluids.
That's good.
But it's all part of the exploration process.
It's definitely good to get fluids flowing.
Yes. Do you get fluids flowing, listeners? If you do, feel free to call in at 301-314-6565.
Yep, call in, tell us about your fluids or other ways that your body excretes.
Yes. Now we have a member of the studio audience here. Would you like to say hello, member of the studio audience?
Please
Come this way. Come this way.
Come introduce yourself.
Hello, member of the studio audience.
Hello, it's good to be here.
What is your name?
I'll just go with Kelly.
Kelly, okay.
Hello, Kelly. Is it Kelly or Kelly?
It doesn't really matter. It's just a name. It's fine.
Oh.
Well, it's important.
If you put it that way, sister.
Okay. Oh, this is your sister?
Oh, no. I was saying that in the colloquial sense.
I got confused because
Like
you said you
sister.
hadn't seen any of your family.
No, I still haven't seen any of my family.
Okay.
I'm just getting used to hip language.
I actually came into the studio. I'm sorry, this is really emotional.
That's fine. Take your time.
Oh, please. Whatever you need to say.
We are all about emotions here on Football Support.
I have reason to believe that we are in fact related.
Wow. This could be a long-lost member of your family. Come back to you. What makes you say this?
We have the same color eyes.
Wow. Now that you mention it, our eyes are they're both cream-colored.
Very distinctly cream-colored. I was going to say that was a shocking similarity.
I'm not talking about the pupils. I'm talking about the rest of the eye.
Oh, they are the same color. Yes, they are cream-colored. Our eyes, the pupils are cream-colored. The rest of the eye is cream-colored. We both share a love of cream. You know, my parents told me that they were having another child before I left the house, but I didn't know that it could have been a girl. I thought I was having a brother.
Well, originally, that might have been the case. I'm not really sure.
You were once a man? Is that what you're saying?
As an infant, it's possible.
I
have no
You don't
reason to
remember,
believe one way
I
or the
guess.
other.
I mean, it's perfectly okay if you were. We are all about tolerance on
course.
Football is a Sport and acceptance of whoever you are. If you're my sister, if you're my brother, If you were my dog Don, Don,
Don.
if you were my dog Don, then I would still be just as equally accepting of you.
Probably
but apparently,
more so.
you are my sister. So, how are things back at home on the island?
It's pretty okay.
You're having a good time growing up?
I'm 35.
35. Oh, wow, I guess it has been a long time since I left the house. Are you still living on the island, or did you leave the island?
I am not currently on the island, no.
Oh, where are you?
I am approximately 6.5 inches away from you.
Oh, I meant that in a conceptual sense. In an existential sense.
Where in your life are you?
Where in your life are you?
Where has your path
tell
brought
me
you?
everything, sissy.
I'm exist in the present.
Okay.
That's pretty much how I live my life.
That's a good philosophy.
Existentialism gives me a headache.
Oh, wow.
Headaches a lot. I think I might have a brain tumor, actually.
Yeah, a brain tumor. Wow.
Wow.
That escalated very quickly. Have you gotten that checked out?
No. I live in the present. What happens is what happens.
Well, I've been doing some scientific research recently, as I was mentioning before, mostly about genetics, but I could also maybe do some tests to see if you do have a brain tumor.
Oh, that would probably be helpful.
Okay, great. So the first thing I need to know, could you say your name again, just to make sure that there's no inconsistencies?
I'm gonna have to go with Kelly again.
Okay, great. That's correct.
And the last name is Janus?
That's correct.
Kelly
Janus.
Janus.
Okay. And could you repeat again how old you are? Just this is just normal test stuff.
My birthday is not for a few months, so I'm still 35.
Okay, great. You haven't aged since you've gotten here.
I have not. I'm
Good to know.
A few minutes.
Okay. Now we're gonna just do some background stuff. Just to see, because a lot of time, if you do have a tumor, it presses just on random parts of your brain and fucks things up. And so you'll just have crazy spasms throughout your brain. So tell me, what is your earliest memory?
I remember yellow.
Yellow?
Pretty much just yellow.
Just like a void of yellow.
Well,
Or just the color?
Just yellow.
Just, okay.
Just a lot of yellow.
A lot of yellow.
I think that was the color scheme of my bedroom.
Okay, that makes sense. So does the color yellow link to any emotions in your brain? How does the yellow make you feel?
I feel really small and fat.
Small and fat. Okay.
Like maybe like a baby.
You feel like a baby because it was the color of your room. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to do some word association now, just to
great.
see, because...
This is my favorite game.
Great. Good. I like it, too.
Because I can't be wrong.
Well, you can be, though, because there are certain trigger words.
I'm sorry, what?
You know what? I don't worry about it, but yes, you can be wrong. But I'll get to that after.
I'm going to worry about it.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Yellow. I'll say a word, you say whatever.
Okay.
Yellow.
Fat.
Baby.
Small.
Dougie.
Teach.
President.
Obama.
Football.
Boring.
Oh, whoa.
Hold on.
Whoa, okay.
You are my sister, Lee Janus, and you think
can
football is boring?
Can you ask me again? I misspoke.
You said a wrong answer,
Okay,
though.
I misspoke, though.
See, when I was warning you about wrong answers, that was, I don't know. I'm worried, because that is one of the signs.
I have a speech impediment. Can you
right.
not, can you be tolerant?
Okay. Football.
Butts.
Okay, that's actually correct.
That's much better.
Yeah, that's a correct answer. Good. All right.
Thank you.
So you seem pretty much fine, but there's one more test that we can run. I need you to tell me a poem. Just a poem. Just
Okay.
whatever comes to mind.
A poem.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a microphone. I am speaking into. I might have a brain tumor. This is a microphone. A tumor is possible. Thank you.
Okay, that was yeah, congratulations, because that was an excellent poem. However, it does have maybe some signs in it that you could have a brain tumor. Most notably the line that said, possibly I have a brain tumor, or something along that line.
That makes a lot of sense. Even to my brain tumor brain.
Yeah, so you almost definitely have a brain tumor.
I understand.
So we have a doctor actually here for the studio. This is the studio doctor.
They don't have very many doctors on the island.
Hello. I am Dr. John Stevens.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah.
Did your parents give you 2 first names on purpose?
Well,
Were your parents assholes?
I don't know. I never have asked my parents if they were assholes, but I've always liked my name. Some people didn't like it, but I don't know. I've always liked it. It's an easy doctor name.
Anyway,
we're gonna have a lot of realizations on this show. Your name is dumb.
Yeah, that is a dumb name. I've been meaning to talk to you about that.
It could be better. It could
we,
be better.
We hired him before we knew what his name was. He didn't have to put it on the application form because we were just looking for a skilled doctor, not somebody with a name.
Right.
Well,
Yeah, so...
It is easy to remember, too, you know?
Yeah, it's true. John Stevens is, yeah.
And that's important for a doctor's name.
He's also the best doctor that the station has ever had.
That too.
Can I offer a suggestion for a new name?
What do you want to call me?
I want to call you Jacques Snicket.
Well, hang on. When you gave your name, you were very low-key about it, like it didn't matter. So why are you giving him such shit for his name?
Yes.
I'm saying we are all masters of our own fates.
Okay.
And you have the ability to change your name. So, like, I went with Kelly for today, but that's just in this moment.
Well, it's very different when you have a certain responsibility to the public. I mean, there are children who come to me all the time with potential arm tumors and neck tumors and leg tumors, and they just know me as Dr. Stevens, Dr. John Stevens.
It's true. I contribute nothing to society.
Well, that's a shame. But because you have a brain tumor, I'm not sure I would trust you to contribute anything.
Excellent point.
Yeah, they usually say if you have tumors that you can't, like, operate heavy machinery or drive a car.
Well, common misconception. Actually, it might be an arm tumor as well that could cause you to not be able to drive a car or operate machinery.
Well, any type of tumor, I guess.
Oh, no, tumors are all very different.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, some tumors actually go by names like Jacques or, I don't know. They could be any name, whatever their parent tumors name them.
Are they named like... Oh, okay. I thought maybe they're named like Storms.
Oh.
No, they don't go in... Well...
Maybe they're named Storm.
They go in reverse order of the alphabet. So storms go in forward order of the alphabet.
I understand.
Yes,
So, like, the first tumor you get is named, like, Zeke?
that is indeed correct.
Wow, okay.
There must be a lot of tumors named like Xavier.
Yeah.
There aren't very many X names.
That is also indeed correct. Actually, they start with the last number of the alphanumeric alphabet, so they start
Okay.
with 0.
Oh.
Well, 0 also starts with a Z.
Correct.
Okay, great. I'm glad we got that settled. So, doctor, Kelly here has a tumor in her brain. Possibly. I'm assuming she does.
The
Yes,
tests were
possibly.
inconclusive.
Tests were,
Conclusively inconclusive.
yeah, very solidly inconclusive.
I see.
So, I don't know, could you maybe help her out? Do you have anything that you could give her? Or some sort of procedure you could do?
Yes, well, we could always do the I don't know, I'll have to consult my book. Hold on, where's my book? Ah, yes. My book has the hearing test, so we must first ask you what letter this is of the alphabet. Listen close. Kelly?
I'm gonna go with J.
That is correct.
Wow. I would not have gotten that. Maybe I have a tumor.
Maybe
Now-
you're deaf.
Oh, that could also be it.
Now what letter is this?
I'm gonna go with J Sharp.
That is incorrect.
Oh.
It was J.
I thought it sounded like the same.
That was a trick question.
Yeah. No, it was the same, but it wasn't a trick question.
Oh.
It's just the same question.
I think we can conclude from that test alone that Kelly definitely might have a brain tumor.
Yeah, definitely, possibly. It's
Absolutely.
absolutely
I'm
certain that
very
she
sorry
could.
to tell you this. Well, fortunately, I have a flask in my case. You want to take a disappointed shot with me?
I feel like that might make me die if I have the tumor.
It's worse ways to go.
Indeed.
This is true. If I have a tumor, I will eventually die. At some point. We'll all die at some point. Did you know that?
No. Where'd you hear that?
I read it on the internet.
I can't trust everything you read these days.
That was a great poop. I just took a great poop. Excuse me for my absence, but then what did I miss?
I don't know. Some tumor stuff.
Oh, okay. Just a little. I took a great poop, I have to say.
Really? What letter would you say that it was?
I would say it was an A-. It can always be better, but
Yeah.
it was very good. It plopped right in.
Did you
and
feel lightheaded afterwards?
I did feel a little lightheaded, but only because the experience was just so enthralling that once everything came out, I feel like a new man. I feel like a new man.
That's great.
You know what else is news?
Oh my God, Sleeve! I didn't see you there.
I've arrived.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello,
It's
Sleeve.
been a little while. I'm alright. I'm okay. Alright. How are you, Douglas? How you doing?
Doing great. I just took a great poop.
For members of our studio audience or listeners or studio staff who maybe don't know Sleeve, this is Sleeve Martin. He's an ex-football coach.
I'm Sleeve Martin.
He's Sleeve Martin. He's possibly a cannibal, definitely crazy, and he can switch bodies sometimes.
From time to time.
Time to time. He has a trigger word, but I don't think I want to.
You don't want to
I don't wanna set him off right now.
Not going to say it.
No.
Once you set me off, I don't turn back off.
Yeah, it's a whole process. It takes so long.
So, I heard you guys sort of went through the history of football as a sport last week. How was that?
It was good. Yeah, we took a trip down memory lane, back to D. Janus's island home, and then to our time in football university together.
It was a great trip. We did a lot of we used a lot of gas in the vehicle that we used to take the trip.
There's a lot of road tripping.
Vroom, vroom, trip. Memory lane. Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Oh, and then we hit a kid. Actually, we didn't hit a kid. We hit Legal Sir.
We did. We forgot about him.
Yeah, but now I remember him again.
Yes, he's back in our
Did
lives.
you tell the story about when I met that crow?
Oh, that is a great story. We could tell that story now.
Alright, why not?
All right.
Well, it also involves a similar type of road trip. So, I was driving down the coast on a Thursday afternoon.
Yeah.
With just my cat in the passenger seat, and it was nice and sunny. It was a little hazy out, a couple clouds, but overall pretty nice out. And then all of a sudden,
That's an excellent description of the weather.
Thank you very much. What's your name?
I'm gonna continue to go with Kelly, although that may change at any point.
Well, I'm gonna call you Dougie.
I appreciate that. I think of nicknames as terms of endearment, and I appreciate that.
Oh well, glad we're getting along. Anyway.
See,
so,
football's a sport, just makes all kinds of people friends.
It's a beautiful thing.
That's fine.
is.
So I'm tripping down the coast in my red car. Got my cat sitting next to me. We're blasting funk songs about people living in cities and they don't have much to eat. Those types of funk songs. And then all of a sudden, in the middle of the road, I hit a crow.
Wow.
Hit a crow. He was just sitting in the road, just, looking for some dinner, just like any other Dougie, just a
Some
regular
road dinner.
Dougie, just some road dinner. Hit the crow, quickly, stopped my car, got out, said to the crow, I said, "Crow, are you okay?" And the crow said, "No, I'm dead."
You talked to a dead crow?
And that, did it like emit words, or was this like telepathic? How does a dead crow talk to you?
Well, he started to say something, then he didn't finish, but I sort of got the essence of what he wanted to tell me. He said, Dougie, and then he pooped out.
But did he talk to you while he was dead?
He would talk to me while he was dying.
Dying, but
Dying.
not dead?
Not dead.
Okay, because talking to a dead crow is a very bad omen.
Really?
So you're absolutely sure he wasn't dead?
Well, I got a lot of stuff going on anyway in myself, so I'm sure that probably didn't help.
Well, dying crow is just like you might have a shitty day one day. It's not like horrible luck, but talking to a dead crow,
Dead crow?
it's like breaking a mirror, 7 years bad luck. Talking to a dead crow, your entire life is fucked forever.
What about seeing rams in your eyes? What about seeing a ram in your eyes? Remember that?
I do remember
Yeah,
that.
I remember.
The ram?
I don't know about any omens or superstitions about that.
Well, anyway, so so the crow died. I picked it up, and I put him in the back seat. So I had myself in the front seat with the cat, and then the crow in the back seat, and the three of us were just cruising down the coast until we got to the ocean. And I took the crow and I threw it in the water, and after that moment, I knew that my life was blessed. And I became a football coach, and then some other things happened, and some things that sort of just happened with my mind. Obviously, you know, my word. And that's the story of Sleeve Martin.
Wow.
Very simple.
It was a beautiful story.
Thank you.
That was the exodus of you becoming a football coach. Wow.
And then I invented the offense that everyone knows about, the Paul Bunyan
Oh,
offense.
yeah.
Very,
Oh,
very
everyone
famous.
knows the Paul Bunyan.
I'm in the Hall of Fame for that. They got a picture of my left hand because that's what I used to call plays with my left hand. I would just throw out numbers, 2 fingers, 3 fingers, 4 fingers, sometimes a half a thumb. I'd slice off my thumb, put it back together, slice it off again. That's one play. That was a play.
Wow, that's having a picture of your hand is a huge honor because a lot of people get like their faces and stuff, but your face, you don't use that for football. You use hands for football.
Well,
And sleeves.
what part of you? What part of you was in the Football Hall of Fame?
Oh, I'm not in the Hall of Fame. There's a statue. No, I want there to be a statue of me when I die,
Soon
outside of
enough.
football
Soon
headquarters.
enough.
I am, however, in the Commentator Hall of Fame, which is separate from the football, the overall football. I got honored just because my analysis of some plays and just overall my contribution to the sport.
That's great. That's fine. What about you, Dangle?
Well, I'm not in the Hall of Fame either.
Oh, what?
I am just a football commentator doing my thing day in and day out.
Hogwash. That's Dougie Wash.
I don't know. I mean, every year they have the election ceremony, they have the voting process, but I've never been nominated.
You know what, DJs? We're gonna get you in that hall one day.
But do I want to be in the hall? Do I?
Well-
I don't know if I feel like I'm ready yet.
Well, toot on a turtle. I'm gonna talk to Seymour Clumps, and I'm gonna see if I can get you in that Hall of Fame. Okay?
Oh wow,
Yeah, we're all pretty close with Seymour.
I think so too.
I think
that would be quite an honor.
and you know, if anyone deserves a DJness, it's you.
Oh, I'm flattered. I'm absolutely flattered. I guess we'll see what happens. I mean, I would love to be in the annals of football history, getting very deep into the crevices of what makes football
Deep
the greatest
annals.
game. And I would love to be a part of that. I would love to be canonized. But at the same time, I'm just doing my job. I'm just trying to spread the good word.
And
So-
you know, that's what it is. It's you're not just in it for the glory. You're not in
No.
it for the fame or the money, because of course we are world famous and wildly rich.
Oh, absolutely.
But that's not why you're doing it. You're doing it for the love of the sport and for the love of
am.
the people who love the sport.
In the words of Douglas Dangle Dougie, you did it all for the Dougie.
Yeah.
I
All for the
did
Dougie.
do it all for the Dougie.
Well, if you want me to talk to Seymour, if you want me to bring Seymour in, we can talk to him sometime. Talk about your future in the Football Hall of Fame, because you certainly deserve it. You know what I mean?
Well, I am flattered, and if you wanted to talk to Seymour, I would be greatly appreciative. I don't really have any more words beyond that. It's just such a grandiose thought. Me in the Hall of Fame, being among the greats, among Football Johnson, among you. Among all of the football legends, just there with their faces in your hand.
Yeah.
I don't. Would my face be in there? Would my hand be in there? I honestly don't know.
I think it'd probably be just your mouth. Because most of what you do is via talking.
Oh, with the radio. Yes.
Yeah.
How about a nipple?
Or a nipple. Just one fresh one.
Oh, it could be you, like, biting a crocker.
Ooh, that's true.
That could be. Could be me mid-bite.
That way it's also, like, giving honor to your assistance in the Crocker Wars, the Crocker Juice Wars of last season.
It's true. Now, listeners, I know you cannot see all this, but try to visualize all of these different images and tell me which one you think would be best. I could pose like this, or I could pose like this. Or what do you think about this?
Oh, I like that one.
Oh, or how about this? What about this?
That's the money shot.
Oh, I do think that's the money shot.
Listeners, feel free to go onto our Facebook page and vote for your favorite one of those poses.
Yes, please
or
do.
Suggest some new poses.
Or feel free to go onto our Twitter page.
Yeah.
And follow us if you're not already following us, and suggest something. Use the @ symbol to mention football is a sport, and tell us which pose you want me to be in.
Yeah, or go onto our MySpace page and put your favorite pose into your top 8, and that way we'll see it and we'll know which one is your favorite.
Yes, or go on to Amazon.com. You can buy yourself a canvas, you can buy yourself a paintbrush, or maybe some other kind of surface or drawing materials, and use those things to help determine what pose I should be in.
Yeah, or go talk to your grandma and have her assume whichever pose you want DJness to assume for his picture.
Yes. Thank you to all of your grandmas out there.
Yes.
We do not appreciate them enough.
Yes, and special thanks to my own adopted grandma, Mrs. Brownsfield, should she be out there anywhere.
Thank you, Mrs. Brownsfield.
Yes.
So, Sleeve, how have things been with you?
Well, not too bad. I've been strutting. That's been a good part. I've been strutting a lot. Strutting all around.
Everyone needs a good strut every now and then.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But see, I don't walk. I don't tiptoe. I don't stomp. I strut. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have soul. I have soul music.
Soul strut.
Playing in my head all like a 24/7, all the time, and I just dance along to my head music.
All the time?
All the time.
Not just while you're strutting. So like you can hear it now. Can you like sing along a little bit to what's in your head?
Yes, I can. So now the Dougie walked around. And then it took the sound. And let it go on the line. And then the Dougie got out of the fridge. And then he made himself some ice cream. And then he took all his clothes. And he burned it in the jar. And then he took a black guitar and he smashed it on his car. And then a big Dougie said to the ground, he said, "You are looking fine." That's fine. Oh yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Oh yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, that's fine. And then guitar solo goes. Usually what happens is it's very seamless. So one song will end and then another one
just
will
like
begin.
like the best DJ in the world,
Yeah.
just in your head.
Yeah, so like for instance, we got that one was like, and the next one's gonna start. It's gonna slow down the pace. It's gonna go. And the Dougie said, he took his big hands and he squeezed that cock until the cream came out. That don't feel like I'm so cold. I need a coat. I need a coat. It's a disco beat. Doggy fever, it's the season of the doggy. I'm gonna find a nice new doggy that I can't find. I'm gonna find myself a nice new doggy. Break it down now. That's fine.
I like that. I wish I had that in my head.
That was very nice. If I went to the discotheque and heard that, I would enjoy that quite a bit.
When did that start? Was that another thing that came from the Crow?
I don't know. It might have been. See, as I sort of mentioned earlier, I have a lot of strange stuff, sort of like jumping and jacking around in my head.
Yeah, you definitely do.
They're doing jumping jacks in my brain.
Oh, wow. But it's just constant music. It's like a dance party for one. I like it.
A couple years ago, I didn't tell you about this. This is a dark story, very quick dark story. They tried to send me to the Gold Emblem Mental Hospital.
Wow.
They tried to send me there. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That is not a good place.
But then I sort of I found my footing, and I convinced them. I said, I'm headstrong, I'm country strong, I'm Steve Martin, and I have strong arms and legs. And they looked at me and they said, I think you're right. And then I just went on with my life. But
wow.
But I mean, they almost threw me in there. Can you imagine? Be there with like president of football now? That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wonder how he's doing.
We haven't heard from him in a few weeks.
He's been suspiciously silent.
He has.
Would have thought they would have let him contact the outside world, but
I guess not. I guess they're doing a lot of work rehabilitating him, whatever that means.
I don't know. Could be bad.
It could be
Could
very
be okay,
bad.
but it could be bad.
It could be bad, and if you think about it, I'm thinking of American presidents right now. I guess the current one is Barack Obama. Who was the one before that?
The American president?
The American president.
George Bush.
That one, yes.
Yeah, think about it.
George Bush, I'm thinking about him.
Think about it.
I'm thinking about president of football as well.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. Thinking of the Bush. Thinking of Bush. Bush.
Just thinking about
Bush.
All right.
I've summoned him. Yes. Hello.
How's it going, Janus Jones?
Two Science Jones.
Two Science Jones.
It's going well. We are in the studio doing Football as a Sport on WMUC.
As we do every week.
I know that. Sorry for that delay. Just took me a moment to find my footing there, but I'm here. And it's a nice studio.
Yeah. I'm hoping it's a step up from the mental institution.
Yeah, that place. Let me tell you.
What is it like in there?
It's just, well, first off, the food is just horrible.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
They feed you corn like 4,000 times a day, and then they expect you to poop it right out.
Right out? Usually
Right
you
out.
need a period of digestion, about 30 minutes.
They assume the poop's gonna come out in like 20 minutes.
Why do they need that?
Because, I don't know, because the corn goes in one end, the poop comes out, and then they feed the rest of the people like that. You know, there's a totem pole of there's a food chain and Gold Emblem Mental Institution. You got the top tier people, the top tier ones, they get fed the corn. The second tier people, they get fed the poop from the first people, and then the third tier, they get fed the poop from the second tier.
That's disgusting. That's
But-
like a human centipede kind of deal going on.
But sometimes the corn gets through, you know?
Yeah.
So sometimes you do get a
But
few pieces of corn.
Probably only to the second tier. I bet the last tier never gets any corn.
Well, I have some friends in the third tier, and
Yeah?
they say that once or twice, maybe on a sunny day, on a Sunday or a Saturday, you get one piece of corn.
Is it hard to be friends with someone who eats your shit? Because I feel like that would be weird. Especially for them.
I mean, see, we have a policy where you don't exactly know
Oh.
whose shit you're eating. It's
But
just
just
a,
in general.
Well, I mean, I guess I can't imagine it tastes too good, but you know, you gotta make do with whatever they give you at the Gold Emblem Mental and
You've got to make do with whatever they give you, yes.
What do the third tier people do with their poo? Do they even have any poo at that point? Is there anything to digest?
Well,
I guess it would be all poo.
Well,
it just slides through without any nutrients.
at that point, see, they're trying to, sidestep the system a little bit, which, me being a top tier or someone who, believe it or not, I'm sure in a few weeks I'm going to be out of here anyway, but being a top tier, I don't really, think about this stuff, but I can only assume that, the third tiers, they probably don't even, eat the poop.
Oh.
At that point, they just look at the poop and maybe they'll be like, oh, blessed, oh, great lord of Gold Emblem, I have one piece of corn in this shit today, so I'm going to eat that.
That's like a good day for them.
It's a good day for them if they find one or two pieces of corn.
One little kernel.
One little kernel of corn, but, on an average day, it's just pure brown. You don't want to eat that. Sometimes you're hungry enough and you're going to have to eat it, but on most days, you don't want to eat that.
Yeah.
No, I
would
couldn't
never.
imagine.
Well, I probably would get hungry enough eventually, I guess. Huh. What? That's an interesting...
Sometimes if you add some Indian spices on it, it tastes pretty good.
I want to take a moment. Listeners, everyone just do some self-reflection for a moment. Just close your eyes and think about how hungry you would have to be, how long it would take before you would eat poop. Just obviously you wouldn't do it by choice. I mean, unless you would, which is fine, because we're not about judgment here. We're about tolerance here on Football as a Sport. But there's gotta be a line. At some point, if you hadn't eaten, you would eat poop. And I'm sure it's a different point for every person.
I made a great poop earlier, but I don't think I would eat it. I don't think I am up to that line.
Well, how long do you think you would have to wait? How long would you have to go without eating?
It's a good question. I would have to say about 60 minutes.
60 minutes. That's a little shorter than I would.
How long would you wait?
I don't.
Science Jones.
I don't know.
This is ultimately a question of science.
This is a science question.
Science question.
Well, so how long can you go without eating anything before you die? It's like, I know in the ring they say it's 7 days, but I don't think that's true.
Maybe 4 days.
I think it's more than that.
5. I think you start to feel really bad after 3.
Well, sure. I guess it
you
also
may
depends.
kill yourself after 3.
Someone with more body composition, some of the maybe heftier people, would probably take longer before they died, because they would be able to digest all their built-up blubber. That's how whales do it. I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
But
it's sort of like sort of getting a gauge for how necessary food is in your diet.
Yeah,
for a while, yeah.
And if you have a much faster metabolism, that means you need to eat more food, and that's why you're skinnier.
Yeah.
If you don't eat as much food.
There was this one movie that came out where I forget what it was. They showed it one night they projected it on one of the brick walls. It's about a guy who gets stuck in a cave.
Really?
And he has to eat his own poop after day 4. Luckily, he gets rescued.
4 days.
He gets rescued after day 6. But after day 4, the hunger gets so unbearable that he took a poop on day 1. He ate that poop.
He ate that
He
poop?
ate that poop because no more poop came out.
Right, if he's not eating
you know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
it was.
When are you going to poop out your organs?
It was a
Then you
several-day-old poop.
Oh, I don't know. What would be better, a fresh poop or a not fresh poop? Because if it's not fresh, it sort of gets firmer, and
When it's fresh, there's more of a taste.
there's more of a taste, but you don't want that taste, I don't think.
Unless you want the taste.
If you guys were ever interested in testing someone, testing that theory, there's a really funny guy at the Gold Emblem Asylum. His name is John.
Okay.
His name's John, and John I know is very, very good with testing poop. So if you wanted to sort of talk to him, that might you might yield some very scientific results. To Science Jones, I know that's what your name signifies.
I am all about science here on Football as a Sport.
Well, do we think is it safe for us to talk to the Gold Emblem?
So there are a few ground rules. Just want to put it out there. What you're going to need to do is you're going to need to make sure that you're wearing a mask. You have that mask right next to you? I see that. I see you got that mask.
I do. I have the mask. I was trying out the different poses for my potential Hall of Fame plaque, and I used the mask for one of them.
So you got the mask on. Make sure no excess skin below your neck is showing, because he will go right for that. He will just suck it all off.
Completely covered up. I am as covered as a song that is being played by someone who did not write it.
I don't have a mask, but I have a football helmet here.
That'll be fine.
Okay,
That'll be
great.
just fine. And the third thing you got to remember is you do not want to say the word bagpipe.
Bagpipe?
That will set him off.
Okay.
That will set him off.
I'll try to keep that in mind. Bagpipe is a pretty hard word to remember, though.
It is. It's a bit of an obscure
Bagpipe.
one.
And it's I should not say bagpipe?
Do not say the word bagpipe. You say the word bagpipe, all hell breaks loose, okay?
All right.
You say the word bagpipe, chances are I get in trouble, and I'm very close to getting out of here, guys.
We don't want you to lower your tier.
Yeah, I lower that tier, and
All right.
I'm going to shoot myself in the face if I eat another man's shit, okay? So
I think
please
that might
don't
fit.
say bagpipe, okay?
We will not say bagpipe. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Yawning is contagious, and there's just yawns everywhere.
You're right.
I don't sleep, so I don't yawn.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
All right, well, let's see if we can get John in here.
maybe. And if we give Gold Emblem a call, I think that would be a good thing to do. I think it would also be helpful to check in and see if they want to still kill us or not.
I thought maybe we could just do it through sleeve.
We could do that through sleeve as well.
Do you think that would work, Mr. President?
What would work?
Bush.
Ah! Hey, Douglas.
Bush.
Hi, I'm the
Oh, my God. All right.
Bush!
Hi, it's Chief Executive Dean Esner.
Should we just call?
Yeah, we should just call Gold Emblem.
What are you
I
guys
think.
looking for? Maybe I can help you with it.
We're trying to find a guy named John so we can ask him about some things about poop.
Oh.
Yeah.
Somebody named John.
Like a specific guy named John.
A specific John who is at Gold Emblem right now at the rehabilitation center.
Yeah. Well, maybe I can try and connect you. I have a connection in the Gold Emblem office.
Oh,
so-
great. Okay. That would work.
So you're trying to speak to John. So you want me to summon John here?
We just need to talk to him.
Okay.
He doesn't need to be here, but...
Okay, I can. Okay.
I guess let's try to summon
Okay.
John.
Yeah.
Let's.
I'm gonna call. I'm gonna call up the.
All right.
headquarters right now.
Okay.
Yes. Hi, it's Chief Executive Dean Esner. Yes. Asking for John, please. Okay, thank you. He's coming. He's
Okay,
coming
good.
here.
Ray! Who's this?
John?
Raggy?
John?
Relma?
John?
Ruby.
John, my name is Chief Executive Dean Esner, and I need to tell you that this man sitting to the right of me, who I believe his name is Two Science Jones.
That's correct.
He has a couple of questions for you. So can you stay in one place and answer these questions?
John? John?
Roast! Too gross, Jones.
No, two sign. Whatever.
It's roast! Raggy!
John?
Roast.
John? Alright. I have some very important questions about poop.
Okay.
First of all, what... So you wait, hang on. You, like, eat poop? Is that a thing you do? What tier are you?
I'm tier Ruby.
Do you eat poop?
Run equation.
On equation? What is the equation for poop?
Raggy plus roast equals Ruby.
John.
Equals poop.
John. Okay.
Yes.
If you had to describe its flavor, was there a question I was supposed to ask? I don't remember anymore. I'm just gonna ask some random
It
questions.
tastes like Ruby Smacks.
Well, you want to know what it's like to eat another man's poop.
Yeah, what is it like to eat another? You're a man. What is it like to eat another man?
Ruby, Raggy, I'm Ruby.
John.
Well, when you eat the poop, Raggy, it tastes like Ruby Smacks.
Okay. what is your mindset like when you're going through the process?
First, Ruby very scared. I go, Ruby, gross!
Okay.
Raggy is to grow, and then Raggy finds the gross,
And then what?
and then I swallow.
Okay.
Now, John, tell us about the first time that you tried poop, and there was a certain music playing. It was a bagpipe playing in the background.
Chief Executive Dean Essner, you broke your own rule.
Raggy, it's a roast.
John.
No, please.
John.
Settle down, John. Settle down.
No, Gold Emblem, they're going to kill
Oh
us all.
God, what do we do?
Raggy.
John.
I'll zap him.
Raggy.
Now, John.
Road Emblem is going to kill us all.
Wait, what? What?
You've been zapped.
Road Emblem wants to end radio.
They're gonna end radio?
Raggy.
What does that even mean?
They're going to make radio into a roast.
Into a gross?
It's not going to be real anymore. It's going to be a ghost, bro. Raggy.
A ghost?
Raggy.
John, I need you to calm down. John, listen to the sound of my voice. I need you to do some self-reflection right now.
Raggy.
Okay, look
Okay.
inside yourself.
Tell him about the bagpipes, John.
Raggy. They play the bagpipes. And Ruby is squared. They're gonna end radio. This was something curling, Raggy, curling
Curling?
team, ragging,
the-
ending radio.
Are you talking about the curling football match?
I curled up and I heard Raggy, they said the end curling, the end football, end radio, Raggy, the ghost, and Ruby smacked. Raggy.
All right, do you know anything else? Can you tell us anything more?
Ruby has no idea. Ruby hears bagpipes, and that's all Ruby knows. Ruby.
Okay, thank you, John. John.
John, settle down now. John, settle down. You want to zap you again.
Don't rap, John.
All right, I think we...
I feel oddly, really terrible.
I feel bad, yeah. We should... What should we do with him? I feel weird sending him back. I'm not quite sure how he got here.
Have you heard a voice before?
I thought I heard maybe something,
Yeah, it's weird.
but I don't...
I don't know, I feel like this
Sort of like a faint whisper.
radio studio may be haunted.
Well, that is definitely true, actually. We've had ghosts here
Oh, yeah.
all the time.
Anyway, John, thank you so much for talking to us about poop.
Yeah, thank you, John.
Of course.
You answered a lot of questions.
Would you like a snack or a sedative or maybe a glass of warm milk? That make you feel
Good Ruby have a poop?
Yeah.
Reen Ressner, could Ruby make Reen Ressner poop?
Yes.
Can you help him out with that?
Could he say it again? Could you say that again?
Ruby make Reen Ressner's poop?
Yes. You can eat my poop.
Ah, thank you, Reen Ressner.
You're welcome. Anyway.
Road Emblem is evil. Watch out. Roast.
Okay. Settle down now. Settle down. I'll give you my poop, and then I'm going to send you back off to ward... What ward are you in again?
Room 3. Room 3.
Room 3. Thanks again, John.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. We should maybe talk to legal, sir.
Maybe
Our contact. I don't know. We should maybe go to a break first.
Yes, but I do think we need to investigate.
We need to figure out what's going on.
Something seemed off about John, and it was not just that he wanted to eat Dean Essner's
And
poop.
we've sort of known that Gold Emblem was up to something this whole time, but we never really knew what, and we sort of ignored it. It might be
Yes.
time to face that.
I do agree with that. It seems a little fishy. It seems a little stanky, and we need to remedy that before something
Yeah.
horribly wrong goes wrong.
Yeah. But in the meantime, we should go to a break.
Yes.
All this talk about poop has tuckered me out. So we'll be back in a couple minutes. This has been Football is a Sport on WMC.
Make poop. Everybody in the club wanna make poop. Everybody in their car wanna make poop. Everybody going on a date, make poop. Everybody running late, just make poop. When you're dodging traffic cause you gotta take a dump. No matter how good you drive, you'll always hit a bump. But you will get home now sooner or later. But cross your fingers that you have toilet paper. If you got a shit and you're stuck in traffic, your palms will sweat and your ass will twitch. Ain't that a bitch? If it starts to come out, just give your cheeks a pinch. Pinchy, 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 pinch, poop, poop. Have you ever had to take a shit at a zoo? Maybe at school, maybe in a pool. Sometimes I have to take a shit in a drive-thru. Ooh, make poop. This song goes out to the truckers. Man, I feel bad for all you motherfuckers. Make poop. The people who like jumping out of planes. Make poop. The people who get stuck in the rain. Make poop. It doesn't matter if you're rich or poor. Make poop. Everybody just need to make poop. All the girlies do it like Britney Spears, pushing out a nutty buddy face full of tears. Mr. T has problems with his colon, cause every time he shits it looks like Gary Coleman. Whenever you go and take a crap, do you ever turn around and take a look back? Do you shit before you pee? Sometimes I pee before I poop, and when I poop I pee freely. If this song makes you feel weird, make poop. Who cares about the other people, just make poop. Everybody has a butthole, make poop. If someone gets mad, tell them they make poop.
That's it. I haven't heard enough people out there talking about making poop, so what am I gonna do? Make poop again.
Make poop. The people who like smelling their own fart. Make poop. The people who think shitting is an art. Make poop. The people who like riding on a bike. Make poop. Shitting is a part of life. Just make poop. When you're at a party and you see somebody hot, they walk your way, but your stomach ties a knot. They grab your hand for you to dance. When you get to the floor, you shit your pants, and it runs down your leg and into your shoe. The music stops cause it smells like poo. What you gonna do? You run to the bathroom with your dingleberry stew.
Sweaty, slimy, stinky, smelly.
Fuck, fuck, fuck. You get to the back and the bathroom's locked. Your body gets hotter cause your ass won't shut. Remember when you're out of toilet paper, use a sock.
I'm Mr. Safety, but my real name is Corey. Believe it or not, I make poop every morning.
Make poop. The people in the USA. Make poop. The people who live in the UK. Make poop. The people in the country of Europe. Make poop. Everyone around the world just make poop. All the Asian people do it like Bruce Lee. Shitting out a Milky Way, running up a tree. African people do it with a beat. One time I almost shit myself riding in my Jeep. Cause I'm just a stupid white boy. I think it's funny when people get annoyed.
Does this song make you sick? I'll pull down my pants so you can suck my wiener. People with a shallow mind aren't worth pleasing, cause everything I do is always done for a reason. And it's never the season for misbelieving, so be open with yourself because that's who you must believe in.
Make poop. Make poop.
And we're back.
We have returned,
We
listeners.
Sleeve / Chief Executive Dean Essner has left us to go take care of John
Yes.
and his pooping needs.
But we have a situation.
Yeah. And
Apparently Gold Emblem is up to no good.
And this is something, the signs were all there, and we even kind of knew that this was happening, and we've been ignoring it. But Gold Emblem, our one-time sponsor, now turned would-be assassins / evildoers, because they did try to kill us. We can't ignore that fact.
Yes.
They did, and we fought off those assassins in what was probably our craziest adventure.
It was our craziest adventure.
Oh, that frog.
And Hammer.
Hammer.
My goodness.
Wow.
That was our craziest adventure. If you missed that adventure,
I feel bad for you.
You were totally out of the loop. You missed out on the football is a sport of a lifetime.
Definitely. And it could have been the end of our lifetimes. But it wasn't, because we prevailed and Gold Emblem did not.
It is true.
And then we sort of forgot about it, and I'm not quite sure why. And it's possible that they are the reason for that. Maybe they've been messing with our heads. I don't know.
Maybe, or maybe we just became complacent.
Maybe.
We thought we defeated the assassins, so we are okay. Even, President of Football went on trial. He was sent to the rehabilitation center, and that was weird.
Yeah.
But it still didn't pose any threat to us. And
No, not as far as we knew.
But it doesn't sound good.
It does not sound good. Well, so we should talk to Legal Sir, but I think we should maybe have a plan of attack.
Yes.
Because honestly, I like Legal Sir.
I do too.
And I thought I trusted him. But I don't know. He's not been as forthcoming as maybe I wish he had been about all this. Because he said he would help us out. And then we had to hear all their evil plans secondhand from John.
Yes. So, it is odd. Legal Sir seems to be on our side sometimes, but then other times he seems a little flaky.
Yeah.
It could be because he got into that great relationship with the receptionist.
That's true, which we helped him out with.
Excuse me. But I don't know. It is a question of who can we trust.
Can we trust him?
Can we trust Legal Sir? And with the curling match coming up very soon, now that it has been scheduled for next week, what are we going to do?
I don't know. I think we need to talk to him, though. I think maybe we should be a little coy about it, though. We shouldn't come out and accuse him.
No. But we should have sorry, little bug in my throat crawling around. That's what happens when you get to this time of year.
Of course.
The bees are pollinating the flowers. The flowers are doing things. They're standing there. They're providing oxygen. They're making my neighbor's front yards look even better than they have before.
Oh.
But they cause the worst allergies in me.
That's for sure.
But anyhow, yes, we need to have a plan of attack. And we need to see what we can get out of Legal Sir. See if we can trust him.
Yeah.
And if we can't, we need to know what to do then.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe we can only trust each other.
Maybe.
But know that whatever happens, you can trust me too, Science Jones.
And I know that you can trust me. I know I can trust you. I know you can trust me.
We have trust. We have so much trust.
Yep.
Because I trust you, you're my friend. I will trust you till the very end. No matter what, even with butts, I'll trust you with all my guts.
It's really nice. Because there's one thing about that word called trust. It's something that you have even when you thrust yourself apart into two people. It's something that you do when you're in a steeple. See how I called back that people steeple rhyme from before?
And that you delivered that with complete confidence.
Yes.
That was very impressive.
Thank you. And I did that because I knew I could trust you. No matter what I did, it would go okay. See how I called back not rhyming from before?
Yeah, that's very avant-garde of you.
Thank you. Yeah.
It was very good how you called back as we were discussing our plan of attack for how we would talk to Legal Sir and Gold Emblem. I don't know, I'm sometimes feeling really dumb, but you are there for me. You see, it is the way things should be. And I love it. We're a great big football family.
I'm not sure what to do about Legal Sir. He seems like a nice guy, as it were, but he seems also a little bit shifty. He's not great. He's a little bit nifty. I like him, and I like his girl. I'm glad that they got together. I'm glad they have the world, because they seem so happy when they are together. They're just, they're like birds of a feather, and he sounds so excited to see her every time in the room where they go to have sex. called the break room.
Avant-garde again.
Thank you. I didn't mean to do it that time, I'm going to be honest. But yes, I did. Or did I? No.
Well, I would say that, the avant-garde twist was quite a catch, and now I'm thinking about the curling match. If it is truly happening next week, I think it will be hip, I think it will be chic, but will bad things happen at it? I don't know, I'm very mad at... That was not a word, haven't you heard? Birds. But it does make me very skeptical, because the curling team was not fans of football, and Gold Emblem is not fans of football. So if they're both not fans of football, then maybe they could be plotting against us. Maybe bad things are in store. And what are we going to do? I don't know. How about you?
Well, I'd say I'm a little bit worried about the radio. I don't know if it's going to stay or go. Gold Emblem sounds like they might kill it. It sounds like they're going to fill it with shit. Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, who knows? That's all the same. When you gotta go poo. Eat that corn, you gotta go poo. Feel some scorn when you eat someone else's poo. That's weird. I don't want to do that. It's my greatest fear. Eating someone else's poo. Oh, gross. I can't even think about it. It's...
Yeah, oh. Well, if it has been 60 minutes and I have not eaten, I am feeling tired. I am feeling beaten. I do not know what to do. But someone says, here, have this poo. Do I turn it down? Do I turn around? Do I say, no, I don't want that now? I'm hungry. Look at me. I'm starving. Famished, you see. So maybe it is the right move to open up and eat the poop.
It's really, the question is, how long can you go without eating that brown? If you're stuck in a hole that's in the ground, if you're stuck there for days on end with no one to help you, no close friends, you just have to wait for the kindness of strangers, you are in all kinds of danger. So you see your poo that's been there for 4 days, you say, well, I guess it could pay off if I ate this poo on the ground. I am stuck here, there's nobody around, I might die. If I don't do it, I guess I'm gonna have to take that poo-it.
And I do think that when you're in that type of situation, you very well may need to eat poop.
You might have to. Listeners, any of you ever find yourself in a situation like that, stuck in a cave or underground somewhere for extended periods of time, do not feel ashamed about eating your poop.
Do not. If you need to do what you need to do.
Yes, it's for the sake of survival.
Yes. So I guess we were talking about legal, sir.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm ready to talk to him now.
I think I am too, especially now that we're on the same page about how long we respectively need to wait.
Yeah, that was important to get out of the way before we talk to him.
Yes, so let's find the telephone and let us call legal, sir.
Hello, you've reached the legal department of Gold Emblem. This is legal, sir. How may I help you?
Hello, legal, sir. This is DJ.
Oh, DJ, I did not realize it was you. It is so good to hear from you.
It is good to hear from you as well. I'm sorry, my allergies are kicking in, and they are very strong.
Yes,
very buxom.
The grounds around the Gold Emblem headquarters are full of bees and their pollen. It's necessary for the production of honey.
Yes.
So, the allergies are killer here. But how have you been? I haven't heard from you in a while. Other than since the trial, I suppose.
Yes, I have been all right. I have not been too bad besides these allergies that are absolutely slaying me right now.
Most definitely killer.
Yes, and speaking of killer, we've heard some potentially scary things about Gold Emblem recently.
What manner of things?
Things about them potentially posing a threat to not just football, not just my co-host 2 Science Jones and I, but to radio altogether.
Posing a threat to radio? Oh, I don't think Gold Emblem could ever do anything like that.
Well, I don't know.
Where did you hear this from?
Well, we have a source, and the source seemed to say things that indicated that the future of the radio is in jeopardy because of Gold Emblem and because of something having to do with next week's curling match.
Now, Janus, I certainly don't mean to put down your fears or your concerns, but getting information like that from a random source doesn't seem like a very trustworthy way to get information.
I do agree. I do agree, legal sir. But I need all the information that I can get right now. If there is the possibility of everything being in danger, we need to know. I don't care who tells me, but we need to know and we need to do something about it.
Well, I can tell you that Gold Emblem has decided that they will be a major sponsor of the football curling match next week.
Oh, really?
Yes, we have decided that it is in our best interest, for the sake of our wonderful product, to get our name out there onto what will most assuredly be the greatest sporting match of the year, if not the decade.
Oh, absolutely. I do not disagree with you there.
Yes, so we will be there in full force, as it were.
In full force? Does that mean there will be Gold Emblem products at the event?
Oh, yes, our concession stands will be full of Gold Emblem 95% pure honey. We will have various mascots there parading around the grounds, such as Buzzy the Bee and associates from Gold Emblem. I do believe that Mr. Gold and Mr. Emblem, as well as Mr. Manatee, our CEO, will all be there in attendance.
Oh, wow.
Yes, this is a very exciting match for Gold Emblem.
The entire Gold Emblem family coming out.
Yes, and I of course, as you know, will tell you that Gold Emblem, we are not the biggest fans of football, but we do enjoy sport, and we do enjoy curling, and so we want to be there, and we want to see the proceedings.
Well, I guess I can understand that. Is there any reason, tell me honestly, tell me as someone I can trust, legal sir, is there any reason why my co-host 2 Science Jones and I should feel any sort of threat at next week's game, any sort of danger, any sort of worry?
There is absolutely 100% probably no cause for worry.
And you're saying that as a 100% pure, truthful statement?
That is a 95% pure statement.
I will take it for now. Unfiltered from you, legal sir.
Good. If you'll excuse me...
Excuse me, my allergies.
Oh, of course. I need to place a phone call.
Sure, if whatever you need to do, but legal sir, please, if you hear anything that is, something we should know about, something that, may be causing problems next week, please tell me, please. Tell me as a friend.
I may get back to you after this call.
All right, thank you, legal sir. Thank you.
Yes.
All right. Goodbye then.
Goodbye. Mr. Emblem.
Yes?
This is legal sir from the legal department.
Oh, hello, legal sir.
As you know, I have been in communications with those hosts of that football program.
Oh, yes. The hosts of Football is a Sport on WMUC.
Yes, that is correct. I'm worried that they may be onto us.
Onto us?
I've tried to limit their fears, and I've tried to be in their best graces and get them to trust me. But I'm worried that it's not working. They seem to have somehow stumbled upon our plots to destroy radio and football.
Oh no. How could that have happened?
They said they had a source. I'm not sure who this source was, but I'm worried that it was someone from within.
Was it Tomato tomato
I
sauce?
don't think it was a tomato sauce.
Was it Alfredo?
I'm
Alfredo sauce?
fairly certain it was not an Alfredo sauce.
Then what other kind of sauces are there?
I'm worried that it was someone from within the psychiatry ward. Some of those,
Gold Emblem does not make sauces. We make honey.
I know.
But you believe it was someone conveniently located in the rehabilitation center down the hall?
Some of those people, most notably the president, are known friends of the show of Football as a Sport. And I don't know which one it was. It could have been Mr. O'Football. It could have been Space the Cat. It could have been John.
How do they even have contact outside of the facilities? We have taken special measures to make sure that they are here in our rehab center, located conveniently down the hall, and nowhere else.
I suppose there's something else you should know.
Yes.
Are you familiar with Sleeve Martin?
Who?
Sleeve Martin was an old football coach. He became a coach after he hit one of our crows with his car. We had sent this... We had sent... Mr. Emblem.
Please excuse me. I was pooping.
That's quite all right. We had sent this particular crow out to monitor a special stretch of road, and it was hit. But these crows, as you well know, are able to communicate after they're dead, and so this crow put a curse on Sleeve.
Oh.
Take your time.
Oh, that was a good Ploppington.
Excellent. What letter would you say that it was, sir?
I would say that was an A-, because I can always do better. We can always do better at Gold Emblem.
That's good. It's good to have goals, sir.
Yes.
This crow cursed Sleeve to become unhinged from reality.
Oh, really?
Yes, he changes bodies every now and then. He has a certain trigger word. We have not narrowed down what it is, but...
There are many words in the English vocabulary.
An astute point, sir.
But we do not know what word this is that you say allows him to change bodies?
He changes his mind. It allows other people to talk through him. Another poop, sir.
Yes. Yes. I was saying yes, referring to the release of my bowels, but also
Yes.
to what you were saying.
I think that through Sleeve, they may have been able to get in touch with some of the patients in our ward.
That would be a problem. That would be a problem, legal sir.
But the fact of the matter is, it's already been done. They already have the information.
Yes, I do not know if there is any disciplinary action that would be of use right now, despite the fact that the rehabilitation center is conveniently located down the hall. We would not have to travel far to enact disciplinary measures.
Yes, this is true, but I do not believe any measures will work.
I do not think so either. Well, I appreciate the information, legal sir.
Yes, I'm not sure what bearing this will have on our plans, but in my opinion, it will be best if we simply go forward for next week.
I do agree. Gold Emblem plans to go forward with its plans, and the plan regarding the plans is still in motion.
Of course.
We plan that our plan regarding the plans is still in motion, and we will be number one. We will be number one for everything. We will not just rule. the honey market. We will rule. Excuse me. We will...
Take your time, sir.
Oh, sorry. You know how when you think you are done pooping and then another one slowly trickles through the sphincter?
Absolutely, sir.
And it's a welcome surprise, but the emphasis is on the word surprise, and you didn't expect it to come out as smoothly and quickly as it did, and it just shocks you a little bit.
That is quite a surprise.
Yes. Now, as I was saying, we will take over not just the honey market, but the sporting market. We will take over the airwaves, and what's next? We will take over the world. You see, legal, sir.
Yes, sir.
Radio is the most relevant medium in all of existence. Radio is how people get their information. It is how people get their news. It is how people get their entertainment. People use nothing but the radio.
Absolutely undeniably true, sir.
And by taking over the radio, we are one step closer to taking over everything.
It's an excellent plan, sir.
Well, thank you. Now, I do believe that we must talk to Mr. Manatee about this, but I appreciate the information, legal sir.
Of course.
You are the most legal of the sirs.
Thank you, sir. That means oh so much to
Now
me.
back to work with you.
Of course.
Hello, Your Highness.
Hello, Mr. Emblem.
We have important things to talk about.
Yes? Is everything prepared for next week?
Well, there has been a slight problem.
What problem?
They know.
They know.
They know.
Who told them?
I don't know. It appears there has been a leak of information. There has been just a slight leak, and it was enough of a leak that they know, and we have decided that we should still proceed with plans. But I wanted to let you know that they know, so that I know that you know that they know.
I know that you want me to know what you know. But we have no choice but to go forward, so this information is irrelevant.
Well, do you think there is anything we should do, any precautions that we should take in case our plans go awry?
Keep a very close eye on Legal, sir. He's been getting a little bit too close to them.
I will do that, sir.
Maybe
I will.
fire that receptionist that he's always in the break room with.
You think that would be the right way to proceed?
Make it look like it's for something she did wrong. Maybe we can make her seem crazy and put her in the psych ward down the hall.
I do believe that since the psych ward is conveniently located down the hall, we can do that. We can do that, Your Gracious. Now, I will go, excuse me.
Please do that on your own time.
Oh, it's all work for me, Mr. Manatee, sir. I am never not at work. I am always working, whether I am in my office, whether I am outside, whether I am inside, whether I am on the toilet. I am always working. Please excuse me. I'm very sorry, Your Gracious.
Leave me now. I have something important to tend to.
Of course. I will leave you now. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Jim Jeans.
Hi. Hello there.
Jim, you have served Gold Emblem well in your time.
Oh, well, thank you. You are a cutie, Mr. Manatee, sir.
It was a shame that you had to die last season.
Yes, I know. Jim Jeans didn't want to go, but then Jim Jeans, I didn't go Jim Jeans.
But here at Gold Emblem, we continue to reward well-served employees after the grave, as you well know.
Oh, well then, Jim Jeans.
You did a great service in destabilizing the sport of football. Regardless of the outcome, football has not been the same since what you did. As a reward, I will grant you your life back. On one condition.
Jim Jeans, please go ahead, Jim Jeans.
There is a prophecy that must be filled. DeJanus and 2 Science Jones must die.
Jim Jeans. But the Jones, he's a cutie. You sure we can let a cutie like that go to waste?
Be that as it may, a life must be traded for life. You will remain dead unless they die.
Jim Jeans. What do you think we should do about that, Jim Jeans?
That's up to you, but there will be ample time during the game next week.
Well, I do think I could work a little bit of my Jim Jeans magic from the dead, you know. Even though I'm dead, I'm still Jim Jeans, and I have not looked better in years. You should see the dead JCPenney Sports Bar catalog. I am the best corpse of them all, Jim Jeans.
You certainly are. I knew I could count on you.
Oh, of course, Mr. Manatee, sir. You are the cutest of all the cuties.
Thank you. I take pride in my appearance.
Oh, well, Mr. Manatee, I am looking forward to serving you, and doing whatever we need to do to get those 2 little piglies dead, and to get this little pigly back to the market, if you know what I mean, Jim Jeans. Jim Jeans. Jim Jeans. Jim Jeans. No. Well then, I guess I better be going.
I guess you better had.
All right, well, goodbye now.
Goodbye.
Receptionist.
Hello, yes.
Receptionist.
Oh, Mr. Emblem.
Hello. How are you?
Good. I'm doing fine. Is there anything I can help you with?
We have some unfortunate news.
Really? What about?
We, unfortunately, have enjoyed your time here at Gold Emblem.
Oh, great.
You have been a very good receptionist.
Wait, is this...
We have to terminate your employment here.
What? Why? I've been nothing but a loyal employee. Is this because me and legal, sir? I thought that was covered by the employee handbook.
We have undisclosed information that has unfortunately led us to decide that your employment here must be terminated. Your time at Gold Emblem is officially over.
Oh, are you okay, sir?
Excuse me. I was pooping.
Oh, that's weird.
Please turn in your badge. Please turn in your remaining honey supply. And please turn in your paper to the front of the class.
All right. I just want to say that
It must be 2 pages, double-spaced.
I know. It's
about
I have
your time at Gold Emblem, what you liked, what you didn't like, as well as what you hope to do better next time.
Would you mind if I did it in an oral presentation?
Sure.
I just want to say that my time at Gold Emblem has been probably the happiest time of my life. You know, at first it was just a job. But then I really got into it, and I really, I enjoyed being able to help people and to tell them where they needed to go and to transfer them to all our various departments. And then, of course, I met Legal Sir, and, ever since then, it's been the happiest time of my life. And I don't know, now that I'm leaving, I guess I'm worried that I won't be able to see him as much, and I'm worried that we'll fall apart. So I guess if there's something that I could change, it's that... Oh, God, I guess it's that Legal Sir wouldn't love me anymore. I just... his love means so much to me. But I think it's better if he could set me free. 'Cause 2 people apart? What's even the point of that? Might as well, I don't know, be a dog and a cat. Just 2 things that are like each other, but so different. From 2 different mothers. Just split apart by time and fate. We might never go on another date. Oh, Legal Sir, I hope you forgive me. But I hope you can leave me. I hope you won't hate me. I hope in time you'll forgive what I've done. And I hope you'll remember all of the fun that we had in the break room. Oh, what a time. Oh, I could barely even walk on these 2 legs of mine after all the and all the hey. All the ooh. And all the and the and the ooh, and the Legal Sir. Legal Sir. Legal Sir. I'll miss you. Was that acceptable? I don't know if it was quite 2 pages.
I did enjoy the accompaniment.
Good. I don't know where that came from.
That will be acceptable. Thank you, receptionist. And best of luck with whatever...
Are you alright, sir?
I'm sorry. It was another poop.
Oh, okay.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
With whatever comes next for you.
I guess I'll transfer myself to the goodbye department.
Yes, I think that would be right.
Goodbye!
Legal, sir.
Yes.
I have done it.
You've done what?
I have, unfortunately, terminated the employment of the receptionist.
Of Susan? Why?
I'm not allowed to tell you, legal sir, but as one of Gold Emblem's best, most accomplished, and most skilled employees, you must trust me.
Was this your call, or was this Mr. Manatee's doing?
I am not allowed to say. But you must trust us, because we need Gold Emblem to succeed next week. We need the plans to succeed, so that way we can take over football, we can take over sports, and we can take over the most important type of media in the world. Radio,
of course. All right. But why Susan? What did she have to do with this?
I'm not allowed to say. It is a matter of trust, legal sir. You must know this by now.
Do you trust me?
I do trust you, and I hope that you have put your trust in Gold Emblem, because when we are number one, you will be number one.
Of course. Gold Emblem is a great company.
It is a great company.
Number one.
Number one. And those who do not think so are welcome to enter our rehabilitation facilities located conveniently down the hall, where their minds can be effectively changed.
That will not be necessary.
Well, legal sir, you know what you need to do? Next week, when the game occurs,
Yes.
you know.
I will carry out my duties.
You know. Thank you, legal sir.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Emblem.
Now, back to work with you,
Yes.
and good day to you, sir.
You as well, Mr. Emblem. DJness, it's me again.
Yes, legal sir?
I shouldn't be telling you this.
What is it?
Gold Emblem is going to take over radio. I can't give you the details. I can't talk for very long because I'm worried that they'll monitor, but I tried to get you to trust me. I've betrayed your trust. But you two hit me with your car. I couldn't let that down.
That was you?
I couldn't forget that. Yes, all those years ago, you hit me with your car. And I've been holding a grudge ever since, but that's not important now. They fired Susan.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
I'm going to do what I can. I'm going to help you stop them.
Thank you, legal sir.
But something big is going down at the curling match next week, and I can't get into details. I have to go now.
All right.
But I will do what I can. Good
Thank
luck.
you, legal sir. We will do what we can as well.
Good. Good luck, DJness. And you as well, 2 Science Jones.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye, legal sir.
Goodbye.
We will see you next week.
Yes, hopefully. Wow.
Yes. So it appears that, John was right after all.
He was right. He was crazy, but he was right.
Yes. And where does that leave us?
I don't know. We don't have any information. We know that something's gonna happen, but we don't know what. I wish he could have helped us more, but I guess
It was something.
I can't believe he's been lying to us all this time.
I can't believe we hit him with our car. I just thought that was some guy who was going to try and sue us.
I barely even remember hitting somebody with a car. It was blocked out of my mind.
I barely remember Cars.
Yeah.
It was not that great of a movie.
No, it was, and they made all those sequels. What were they thinking?
But anywho, I guess the game is next week.
Yeah.
We will be in the press box. We will be right there in the middle of the action.
Yeah.
As the football sports take on the curling flying saucers.
Yep.
Of space, and
It's going to be a great game, listeners.
it is going to be a great game, and perhaps the fate of radio is
Perhaps. No matter what
in our
goes
hands.
down, it's going to be a great game, and it could be a life-changing game and a world-changing game.
It could be. But 2 Science Jones, you and I both know that we will be there with our game faces on. No matter
course.
what happens. No matter if Gold Emblem wins. No matter if football ends up being a sport or not sport or simply inconclusive, as I've said before.
Yeah.
We will be there. And we will do all we can.
Yeah. We have to fight. We fought before for the sport. We have to do it again. And last time it was a war. This time it's subterfuge. But we got to fight back.
We do. We do. We do. And we will.
We will.
We will.
We will.
We will.
We will. Well, I think it's about that time.
It is about that time.
We have preparations to make for the game, listeners.
Yes.
But until next time, well, first let's think about what we learned.
What did we learn? But besides the critical information that The
Of
gold
course.
emblem is potentially trying to destroy everything at next week's game.
Well, we learned about tumors and how they're named,
It's true.
and how to check yourself for tumors. Just play some word association games, apparently. We learned... I think I learned about myself and about the limits that my body will go vis-a-vis eating poop.
I did too, about 60 minutes.
Yeah, that is surprising. But it's something that everybody should know about themselves, I think, in case they're ever in that situation.
I think so.
We probably learned some other things, but I just keep coming back to the fact that Legal Store was betraying us and Gold Emblem is going to try to stop us.
And I keep coming back to the fact that in a situation where I might be starved for a long time, like 60 minutes, I may need to eat my own feces.
Yeah.
But even if it all comes down to shit, we will be there for you, listeners.
We will always be there. For
We will.
you, for football, and for radio.
Yes, for everything.
Until next time, keep on listening, keep on watching, and keep on playing. This has been
Football is a Sport
on
WMUC
WMUC
Durba.
Durba. Good night, listeners.